Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so excited that you have joined us again this Tuesday. I am your host, Kimberly of Chats and Chuckles. I thank you all. This is the day that the Lord has made, y'all, and I am rejoicing. I am rejoicing, and I am so glad in this day. Y'all saw me jamming to my song. That's my son in love. He did that song for me. I ain't going to get tired of telling y'all. But I'm here today to tell you once again, and I don't think when I look at my schedule, I'm going to tell y'all every single week there is an extra special guest that's here waiting. And today, like none other, I have an extra special guest again. So, y'all, I do not want to prolong this time for you to meet the magnificent Erica Franklin.
That looks done. That was a nice intro. Hey, y'all. Hello, Detroit, everywhere.
So, y'all, I want to tell y'all she's acting very shy, but she is no stranger to the camera. So I want to talk to her just a little bit about who are you? Tell this audience who has been waiting for Chats and Chuckles this week. Tell them, who is Erica?
Hello, I'm Erica. I am a mother. I am a woman of God. I am a God servant. I am a go-getter. I am goal-oriented. I am a hard worker. And I am a dream setter. And I love people. I love love.
That's so good. That's so good. Now, you was all nervous about who I am, right?
Who am I? But it came on out. Yes, I love people. Yeah.
Let me tell you, I love that you know who you are. You didn't talk about, what you do. You shared with this large audience who you are, and I come on every week asking people, who are you? And I do want to share just a little bit.
Okay.
I am love. I am an encourager. I am someone who does not just sit around.
Yeah.
I am a person who gives grace. I'm a forgiver.
I've heard.
I know who I am. And every space that I walk in, I know who I am. Now, there was a time I did not know. I will tell you, I didn't know. And that's a different show.
Yeah.
But I'm grateful
Yes.
that you said yes.
Yes.
to
I
come
said yes.
here.
Of course. I'm grateful to be in the presence of Miss Kimberly Clemens. Like, you are phenomenal. And you
I
are
appreciate
extraordinary.
that.
And you have always been an inspiration. So
Oh,
thank
you for that.
My door open. I pushed in. I said,
Yeah.
yes. Let me in there.
Yeah, you know what? To make sure that you cleared your schedule.
I did.
I appreciate that.
I did. Don't work people. Hope they ain't watching. I can't.
So just a little bit about your family.
Yes.
Your wife.
Yes, I am.
Y'all look at, if you look at her, she looks every bit of 20 years old.
Oh, that's 20? Yes, I love it.
She's a youngin. She's really a youngin. But just a little bit about your family. Tell us, how long you've been married, and
Yes.
tell us a little bit about your children too.
So I am married to Kimberly's cousin, y'all.
Yep, that's my cousin, y'all.
David, hi. I love you.
I know he at home that's my baby.
That's my babe. I know. So we'll be together for 19 years this year. We'll be married for 10 years on Saturday. So our anniversary is coming up.
Oh, happy anniversary.
Thank you. So it'll be 10 years on Saturday. And we've been together since we were 16, 17 years old. We have now 2 children, Aiden, who is 11, and Isaiah, soon to be 9, 2 boys who are amazing. We do homeschool them for the last 3 years. Yes, we homeschool them. But me and David, that's my boy.
Yeah.
That's my boy. That's my best friend. When I say that's my best friend, I don't care who else. I rush home to him every time. If
Yeah.
I'm going somewhere or we on a vacation, he going on a vacation, always like on the phone. I miss you. I need you. And people say, "Oh, he codependent." No, that's my boy. I choose to be with him. He chooses to be with me. So it's been great knowing him, like from childhood to young adult
Mm-hmm.
to mid adult. Wherever we may lie in the age group, I could tell. Um,
Oh my goodness.
but learning each other evolve has been very, very beautiful. And he is a beautiful, beautiful man, beautiful being.
That's good. You
Yeah.
know, I'm proud of you guys. I remember you guys dating, like you said, in high school.
Yeah.
In high school, how difficult was it to continue that relationship and be serious with it? How difficult? Oh, were there any difficulties?
I mean, we had difficulties, just immaturity. You're growing, you take things for granted. It's just things that teenage people get mad over, just silly stuff. But as far as difficulty, he told me that he had his grandfather in life, so he had a really good spiritual foundation. And he told me that he had prayed for a wife. He had prayed to have a wife like his granddad did, have granny and grandpa, because he grew up seeing that. And he said, no, I wanted that. And luckily, he had his grandfather as the father figure in his life, because he was a great role model for him. And when he said he prayed for a wife, that following summer, he met me. And when I met granddad and granny,
that's my granny.
Yes,
and granddad.
that's mine too. They adopted me. Granddad told him, like, no, you and granny, no, you gonna marry her. And he was like, really? He was like, yeah, no, you marry her.
I will tell you, that's their MO. That's
Really?
granny.
I mean,
Oh
with
yeah,
kids,
granny and granddad
it was
will
like,
look
marry
at
that girl.
somebody and tell you, that's who you gonna marry.
Really?
Oh yeah, they could do that in a heartbeat.
Instant connection, instantly. Welcome you with open arms. So just hearing that solidified it. Growing up, you get different people, influencing you, and you want to try to veer off, but we never veered off. We've always stayed in connection. And if there was an incident where we weren't aligned, we like, hold on, what do you want? This is what you want? Do you still want this?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't like what that did to my heart. What do you like? What are your heart knows? I don't want to hurt you that way. So how do we go on? If we're going to be together for the rest of our life, how do we go on doing that? Well, this is what we want. This is what you want. Okay, let's do that then. And it's been that.
It's been that.
It's been that.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I know that I've seen you guys in some of the marital events.
Yeah.
How did that help your marriage?
Actually, it was just a date night.
Mm-hmm.
And learning what else we can do to even be better. Because even though you think you're like, oh, yeah, we're good, I'm happy, it might be some things that some other couple share that you can take, on. Okay, like, yeah, let's make sure we date each other. Let's make sure we do A, B, C, D. Like, let's make sure we do that. Every Monday for lately, David's had me flowers when I get home. And just things
Look
like
at him trying to be an OG.
See, I know, just different things. Like, he's so old school, and I like love it, like balloons and everything. So, we do take any opportunity to date and just be around other like-minded couples, because we think that's important, to be around like-minded people. When you start getting around people who don't have marriage or cheat on their wives, cheat on their husbands, and you don't want that energy, because that energy and the enemy will attach to something that's good.
Absolutely.
And it's something that's of God, and try to destroy and laugh in God's face about it. So we don't try to do that. And we take that into our business and our endeavors. When he does business, he's like, how are you with your family? Okay, do you do this, do you do that? All right, I will do business with you. But if you're going around doing that and sleeping around, I can't trust you. So it goes deeper to our relationship. We put our values into us and to everything else we do.
That's cool.
So,
That's cool.
Those classes do be helping. We be learning a lot.
So wife,
Yeah.
mother.
Mother.
Now, how is it raising two boys?
It's weird. It's weird, and me and David still we be looking like, who kids are these? We don't feel like we're parents. Like we be like they parents supposed to be coming picking them up soon, because we have an open relationship with our kids. We want them to be open to talk to us, and it's been beautiful because not too many people know about this, but we had 3 miscarriages before Aiden.
Oh.
3 like traumatic ones. So I thought that I just couldn't bear children, but by the gift of God and everything kind of happened the way it did. I had Aiden, and even to when I was carrying him, I didn't want to tell people that I was pregnant because I just didn't know if the baby would be alive. So holding that in and not having a baby shower and not doing anything, just being still, just like I just want this pregnancy to be viable. And even when I pushed him out, I was like, is he alive? Is he alive? Yes, he's alive. Oh, I have a baby. Wow. So
wow, I bet that made it even more special.
Made it even more special with both our children. I've only had 2 names, a boy and a girl, Aiden Lynn and Ava June.
Aww.
I was gonna name my daughter Ava June, and June is your grandmother's name. I just like the name AJ. So I didn't. So when I had another boy, I told David, I said, I don't have a boy name. I just got a girl name. And so he was like, well, I was like, you can name this one. And so he named him Isaiah from the Bible and Lee from Eddie Lee's
from
middle
Granddad.
name. Yeah, from Granddad. And I tell you, Isaiah is a little old man, a little old granddad. Just like him. He's a little old soul. So raising them has been amazing because I'm learning more about myself as a parent, and learning. We had a conversation before, doing what's best for them.
Yeah.
So when we talk about parenting, working, homeschooling, that was never my idea. Never wanted to do that. Always wanted them to be in traditional school because I just thought that's what you're supposed to do. Homeschool is out there, but I never saw it for me. And I actually had my complexes about it. Like, it's kind of weird. Like, why are you at home? Go to school. Listen to
That's
the teacher.
because the traditional way, and I know you and I talked earlier, with me homeschooling my children, same as you, I had never known anyone to do it. There was one person that I knew. His name is Reverend Kevin Mack, and his wife were homeschooling, their children. But I didn't know it. I didn't ask.
Right.
And when God told me to do it, and I really believe God told me to do it, I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
So I was really just following what I thought that I heard God say.
Okay.
And then God connected me with this community of people.
Really?
Yeah. And I was so amazed at how much was out there.
Okay. Yeah.
So now when people are homeschooling now, there's so much.
It's so many
that's
things
out there.
Yeah.
But I think the same thing still applies. You have to do what's best for your child. Even if you have multiple children, you're not doing one blanket thing.
Yeah.
It has to work for that particular child.
Yeah.
So did you get connected with a community?
I didn't. So I was inspired. Well, what happened was my oldest son was having my kids are like pandemic kids, so like school children. So when they were in school, it was beginning of the pandemic. So Aiden was in 1st grade, Isaiah was in preschool. They were little, so they never had a full experience in traditional school, probably like for a year.
Okay.
And then they had to go that virtual back and forth, and it was really confusing. I didn't know what to teach them. I didn't know what to keep implementing outside, and I just commend teachers now because they have a lot. They don't have 2 children. They have like 18, 20 kids in there to
and
teach.
Some got 20, 25, almost 30 kids in the class.
It's ridiculous. The ratio is ridiculous. So when they finally went back to school, Aiden had some, I don't think it was difficult. I think he was bored there. So he will keep getting these letters home saying he's not paying attention. He's not doing this and that. And that really hurt I saw it hurt his self-esteem. I didn't care about grades. I didn't care about anything. I was like, no, I know he's smart.
Yeah.
He's brilliant. Aiden can solve a Rubik's Cube in less than 3 minutes. He can have this abstract art where he used to be 3 years old and rip up construction paper and make a 3D live Michael Jackson like figure of like Smooth Criminal.
What?
Like and not a stencil, like these random piece of papers. I'll go step back. I'm like, is that Michael Jackson doing Smooth? He's like, yeah, mommy. I'm like, I know he's brilliant. So my thing is, how do you feel? Well, I feel like I'm a bad kid. No, you're not a bad kid. And if the system is making you feel that way, you, my black boy, no, I'm not going to make you feel that way. So David told me, we were right in the meeting with the teacher. He said it in front of everybody. He was like, so what you're telling me is that we have a plan and they're not adhering to the plan that we put together. He was supposed to take breaks in between classes, and they said that he was abusing it. He didn't really need a break. So they gave him that title of our plan to tell him he didn't need it. So David said in the middle of everybody, he was like, oh, okay, so he doesn't need to be here. We need to homeschool. I said, well, we're here so we can figure out what works in traditional school, not homeschool, excuse me, guys, not homeschool. He was like, no, he needs mom and dad. Thank y'all for your time, but he needs mom and dad.
So you guys took ownership of how your child needed to learn.
David lead that, thank you, babe, because I was like,
and brought him home.
Yeah, I was like, no, I'm a nurse. I'm not a teacher. I'm actress. I know scripts. I know medications. I don't know how to teach. I was terrified. So I said, what if I fail him? What if I don't teach him right? What if that? He was like, it's okay. He's our child. We know what he needs. And for being scared to actually doing it, I would think it was the best decision ever that we did, because we do virtual learning, so we're still in the district, but we have our own way of teaching them what they are teaching them in school. So he's still on pace. So if he goes back to school, he'll be on the pace with the district that he's in. But if we're learning about the Alamo in Texas, let's drive to Texas and see it.
Come on.
You
That's
about
to
Niagara?
Me, that was the best.
Let's go.
About homeschool is that you can expose your child or your children to the things that they normally wouldn't get in school. The time.
Yes.
You know, it's not like, okay, get up at 8 o'clock and you got to sit in this seat from this time and you got to raise your hand.
He ain't like that.
Yeah.
Aiden's a leader. And as much as I'm like, why can't you just be quiet, sit still? just do what the other kids. He was like, I got ants in my pants. And I was like, okay, come on.
So now, what would you tell a parent that has a Aiden, at home?
Listen to them, because kids will learn when they are interested. Yeah. Kids will listen when they're interested in what's going on.
True.
So every kid learns differently. Every kid is different.
Yeah.
So instead of putting the traditional normalized way of standard learning, it's 2026. You can learn a million different ways.
Yeah.
And if they are not succeeding in a certain environment, you as a parent most definitely have the leadway to figure out what else is out there that your child can learn in the best environment in.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't have two-parent homes or they don't have that support, and they have to send their children, to school.
Absolutely.
However, if you are receiving notes that are displeasing or just, the opposite of who
Dig
your
deeper.
child is, find some extracurricular things for your children at home. Reassure your child that, hey, if they feel like they're bored, let them know, hey, it might be boring, at school, but you make it more fun and more relatable to them at home if you have to send your children, to school.
And be involved in what they're learning. A lot of people just send their kids to school and come back and not talk about their day or not even see what lessons are you learning. Let me see what math skills you're on. Let me see what you're learning in history or science. Oh, is that what you're learning this week? Okay, let's find something that's relatable so they can learn outside of school, so you're not really putting your in the teacher's hands the whole time. You have to have that enrichment. And thank you. I actually had people talk to me, Kimberly and Tavia Jones. They homeschool and they had a community. They were just like, just do it. Yeah. Just go. I was like, just do it. Okay. Like, I want to just do it. Can you do it?
Yeah.
And so I find people, Facebook, there's a lot of Facebook group. There's homeschool communities by counties, homeschool moms on Facebook that, kind of link up and things like that. So it is a scary thing, but it is possible. And if that's not your thing, just be involved in your kid's life. Be involved in the school. If you got to take a day off to volunteer at the school, do that. I volunteer at the media center just so I can be up in there. Like, let me see who's going on. Yeah. But I can't explain how being involved in your child's learning is very, very, very pitiful in the home or outside.
Yeah, even in 2026, there still is a lot of MIA parents. Yeah. And sometimes it's simply because they work so much.
Yeah, I work a lot. I work 4 jobs and do acting and do a lot of things. So I get it. I do have a supportive husband that's there to help me, but it is a lot. Even during COVID, most parents couldn't be on live with their children because they did have to work, and I understand that. But still, if you have enough time to work that 8-hour shift, you can spend 30 minutes to talk to your child, to read to them, pray with them. Just that enough can really make a difference. Even if you have to send them to school, that time with their parent is more than enough. So
they will never forget it.
No,
never forget it. And the impact that it makes in a child's life when they have that support, from the parent, even though they get that bad note. Yeah. It shouldn't always be a punishment.
No.
It should.
Let's
get to the root. Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on? Yeah. And a lot of times it's a misunderstanding for Aiden. He would get them because he didn't hear the directions. And I was like, well, it was doing this. He was like, I thought it was playing dodgeball. It's like, you didn't hear them say stop? Nope. I'm like, okay, well, that wasn't your fault. Right? So a lot of times it's a misunderstanding. A lot of times they just they don't know why they got in trouble. I remember I got in trouble one time in school. I did a forgery. I didn't know it was forgery then. I thought I was practicing cursive. I had a girl.
Wait, you was practicing whose name? Cursive.
Somebody else's name. So we got progress notes. I always had good progress notes. I was excited to go home. So I thought everybody was excited to go home. So we supposed to get our progress notes and sign them and turn them in. This was like in first grade. I'm a kid. So I had a girl. She was like, "Oh, are you good at cursive?" I said, "Yes, I just learned my M's and S's." She's like, "Can you sign Miss Webb?" I was like, "Yup, I can sign Miss Webb. Ain't that sweet?" And she turned to the teacher.
Tricked.
They said, "Who wrote this?" And I said, "I did." I did. She was like, "You wrote her parents' name?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Why you asked?" I was like, "Cause she asked me to." And she was like, "You're not supposed to do that." And then I'm like, "Okay." She's like, "You go to the principal office." I was like, "Why am I going to the principal?" I still didn't know I was in trouble. And they were like, "Well, you're getting expelled." They expelled me. My first punishment. They expelled me. I did not know that I was getting. I didn't know it was that
this
deep.
Girl over here practicing cursive, trying to be forgery. A good student,
doing forgery to this day.
What grade was that?
This was first grade.
Oh my goodness, they start young.
It wasn't no first hand slap on the hand, one on warrant. I never got in trouble in my life. Got expelled, got home, and I'm still sitting here like, what happened? My mom's like, "Why'd you do that?" Da-da-da-da. And then years later, she was like, "I'm sorry, I never told you why you was on punishment, did I?" I was like, "No, you just came home just like." But
wow.
It was,
it starts young. We got to watch our children.
Yes, so.
All right, y'all, we're going to take a short break. We will be right back. Go grab your coffee and your tea and come right back. Ooh. Ooh.
Have you ever wanted your own TV show? Have you dreamed of showcasing your talent for the world to see? Well, now you can. Have your own TV show. You can have your own 30-minute show. Not only will you be seen in the Detroit area, but you can be viewed worldwide. For more information, call 313-868-6612. visit our studios and receive a free TV interview to promote your business, church, or organization by appointment only.
Hey, I'm the new girl at WHPR, Kimberly Clemens, the host of Chats and Chuckles. Tune in on Tuesdays, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Chats and Chuckles. I am here to bring life to the chatter that matters.
Good morning. Today's a beautiful day, and today's not only a beautiful day because we're here in Inkster, but it's a beautiful day because I'm here with Pastor Gene Overman. I have the pleasure to serve on Operation Refuge as a board of director. This organization not only serves Inkster, but the neighborhood communities. I mean, the work we do here is beyond. It's led by Pastor Gene Overman. I've known Pastor Gene Overman for over 10 years. Everybody claims that that's her son, this is that. I mean, we go way back. She's mentored me. She's helped me throughout my career. I love you, Pastor. Can you tell us a little bit about what's going on today?
Well, we're so excited, and thank you, Safe, for bringing a team in to really help us get the word out. Today we're doing our food that we do consistently every Wednesday and Thursday throughout the month, and just very excited to share with everyone listening that Operation Refuge has Mother's Pantry. It is a client choice food pantry that we are very thankful that you come in here and it's a place of dignity. You shop just like you're at Trader Joe's, hopefully, or one of the better grocery stores. So we're on the main strip because we want our families to leave those houses if you have a need and come over. And that's whether you're here, Dearborn Heights, Garden City, all of our surrounding communities in Southeast Michigan, Wayne County, actually. We really serve great food, and we have lots of programs. But today we're here talking about Mother's Pantry, and you get the chance to see some of the interactivity at Mother's Pantry with our families. And sometimes there's a great need, and sometimes you find yourself the working underemployed. So we have lots of Alice families where you're right at that threshold where you cannot receive benefits, but you still need that support. So we're very thankful that through many partnerships with Operation Refuge, we are able to provide good, nutritious food.
What I love about our pantry is the fact that you can come in, park your car, and shop like you're walking into a grocery store. Yes. Nobody can tell you you can't take this or you can't take that. That's a sense of pride where you're not hurting anybody's feelings, and then I can walk in, get what I want, and leave. I mean, that's an amazing.
And you leave with your dignity, and oftentimes when we have food insecurity, you feel some sort of way to start with, right?
Absolutely.
So when you come in, we want to have the best choices.
Yeah.
And thankfully, we really do have excellent choices. We have halal, we have kosher, and we have partners that ensure that we keep what all of our families need.
Yeah.
So we're just very thankful. It's
your leadership and your vision. That's why, right?
And the board of directors, right?
Absolutely.
I can't get it done without you all. And as you see from the young man, you leave with fresh pineapple.
I love it.
Food,
I love it.
Right? And whether you're walking or you're able to drive up, our door is open for you.
And then the line, I can see the line.
Yeah,
I mean, when I
actually
pulled up, was all the it was all the way down to the STEM building. So it's amazing. It's a sunny day. Come to Inkster, folks. Thank you, Pastor. I love you.
I'm Wayne County Treasurer Eric Sabri. If you're behind on your property taxes, we have programs to help. You don't have to lose your house, and you don't have to pay all at once. This summer, our mobile unit will be visiting Wayne County communities to help make it easier to start a payment plan and keep your property. Go online or call to find the plan that's right for you and where you can get help from our mobile unit. The last thing I want is for anyone to lose their property to foreclosure. Make your payments every month and keep your property.
Claudine Jackson thought she had it all until she was faced with the challenges of raising an autistic child. Inspired by autism is her brutally honest journey, filled with heartbreak and triumph. Get your copy and find the support you deserve today by visiting www.claudinejackson.tv.
Are you ready to step into the most unforgettable hour of your life? Good, because you are getting ready to experience the captivating, inspirational, timeless Dr. Claudine Jackson.
Join us this season for unforgettable guests, unforgettable stories, and unforgettable moments. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this
Dr. Claudine Jackson.
Justice for Mario Willis. Truth. Facts. Evidence. Matter. Log into justiceformariowillis.com. Read for yourself.
Watkins Broadcasting is going worldwide. Now you can watch Detroit's own WHPR on your TV from anywhere in the world. No matter where you are, you can stay in the know with WHPR TV and Roku. You can get your easy-to-install Roku box from wherever you shop for your entertainment gear. Once your Roku box is connected to your TV and internet, go to the channel store on the home menu of the Roku box. Enter WHPR TV in the search engine and add it to your channels. That's it. That's all you need to get the best in entertainment, news, and talk, no matter where you are. Roku brings all of your favorites to your TV. Netflix, Hulu Plus, Crackle, HBO Go, and now WHPR TV, Detroit Live.
313watkins.com. Streaming on Roku.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for returning. We are here with my extra special guest, Erica Franklin, and I want to move us into this next half hour talking about how successful you have been since high school. Now, I do want to give a shout out to your high school. After first, I give a shout out to my Central High School Trailblazers. Hey, y'all. But we're going to let you give a shout out to your high school.
Hey, Castech, CT, number 1, second to none. How you doing?
I like that second.
Number one.
I want everybody to know this young lady is so successful in getting auditions for commercials, movies, whatever it is. You will find her face in something great, right?
Amen.
Amen. So I think the first time that I saw you, it was in a DTE commercial. Mm-hmm. How did that come about?
And it's still running. Some people like, I still see you. DTE. Well, before then, I've been theater all my life under Marilyn McCormick. She is a Tony Award director now.
Okay.
And she is beautiful. She's driven Planet Seeds and young Black children's lives to tell them that if you have this dream, make this your plan A. There is no plan B. You can actually work this. And so many of her students have, she's like ageless. I've seen her students who are like 50. I'm like, how old are you? Why do you have to? But they are working all over. And that was successful. That was inspiration. But so once I got into high school, out of high school, I didn't really know what to do. I was going to go to conservatory theater. I was going to go to NIU, but that didn't work out. So I was kind of devastated, thinking that, my fellow students didn't, they went, I can't go. Maybe it's a dream. But now I know God had me.
Wow, I didn't know that because I remember you saying, I remember us being at Granny's house, and I remember you saying, I want to be an actress. Mm-hmm. And the way you said it, I felt that, literally in my spirit. That was so many years ago.
I've been saying that since I was a kid.
Wow.
Like, since I was a kid, I would be in the backyard in my grandmother's house. They would think it was multiple people back there, and it was me making different voices. I'm not mental, but it was just me just playing. And even to this day, my cousins were always like, Erica the actress, because that's all I used to say.
Wow, when you look at that, it's like you spoke it into existence.
I spoke it, and I believed it. And my mom, she got me into CAS and put me in performing arts. I thought I wanted to do journalism and like newscasting and things like that. Mm-hmm. And so she was like, no, I put you in performing arts. You've always been a dancer. You've always done this. And I was like, okay, all right. So then when I was in it, I was like, oh, yeah, this is what I want to be. So my mom actually made the right choice to do that for me. So push on the stuff. After that, I went to college, became a nurse. Didn't really get my BFA, my Bachelor of Fine Arts, like I thought I would. Got pregnant with Aiden, so I wanted something a little bit more solid because it wasn't about me anymore. So I got my nursing degree, and then I just was doing nursing and just found out, like, that this is not it. I'm good at it, but my heart's not in it.
That sounds like what she told you, plan A.
Plan A. Yeah.
No plan B.
Yeah, and so when I had that in my head, so I reached out to my teacher, Miss Marilyn McCormick, and I said, do you know anybody who's doing a play? I just need to be on stage. I just need to be there. I'm getting sad. I'm getting sick. She's like, yes, I'm doing a read. And a read is where you stay on stage, you have the script, and you read. You have a show, you read it for the audience feedback, and so the playwright can hear how it sounds before they actually put it out there. And just doing that read, just exhilarating.
Wow.
I said, okay, if I'm doing nursing, I have to do this too. Like, this has to actually, I have to do that and do nursing too. Can't do acting too. Have to do acting and do nursing too. So ever since then, I started getting serious about it, just getting out into like the Detroit independent film, start really researching myself. By this time, all my friends, like most of my acting friends from high school, they had their agent. They had this, they had that. And I'm just like, man, they're on Coca-Cola commercials. They're on everything. I'm excited. They're on mainstream TV. And I'm like, this is amazing. So let me get going. So research, it wasn't a lot of representation in Michigan at the time. So it was like one solid agency. And I got in there, which they're now Wink Agency, which I recommend. They're beautiful. Rob, he's the head over there. They pretty much, they don't turn you away.
So now, is that a costly thing that you...
Anytime you go through an agency, you should never pay up front. This is a key.
Come on, talk to the audience.
You should never pay anyone to represent you until you get that job and until you get paid. Then they get paid. It should never, ever cost you to audition, ever. So that's a no.
Wow.
That's to you. Never pay to audition. Okay. So no, I submitted. And they're like, yes, we'll love to represent you. I was like, oh, nice. Started getting a commercial. I did a Motor City Casino commercial. Most of my commercials I've never seen, ever. When they're streaming, I usually hear that it's out there by family or friends. But like, oh, you didn't know? One, I don't watch a lot of TV. And two, they don't let me know, hey, we're going to air your thing on this day. You don't. I know it's out there because I'm getting a check, but I just never seen it. So I know, thank God, glory to God, because I said, Lord, I want residual income. I want that. I need that. Yeah. So that was my first one. Then I got DTE, and then I got a Hudsonville commercial. Well, Hudsonville commercial. I had to eat all this ice cream for Hudsonville ice cream, but they cut me, and I was devastated. And I know it was because of my reaction. I was like, they was like, don't look disgusted. And I was like, I love this ice cream, but it's just too much. So things happen. Actors, you get cut out of things sometimes, but it's okay. So when I got DTE, that was the last minute shoot. Someone had dropped out. And so they called me back up saying, hey, can you be on set tomorrow? Absolutely. I'll be there. And then, lo and behold, my co-star was actually my castmate that me and Tamashian, that did Tamashian film Wanted Love together. And I didn't know he was there. And I was like, Anthony? He was like, what? I was like, oh, so it was more comfortable. It was great. So then, so that's how I got that through Wink Agency. I got a lot of things through Wink Talent Agency. They're here locally, too.
Wow. Wow. So let's give them a shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Wink. Love you guys. They're truly believe in their artists. They really care about the artists. They do have a lot of artists there, but when they send you something, just submit. If you don't get it, it's not your time, and that's okay.
Yeah, I know when Tamashian was here, he was, giving some pointers to people, like make sure you have your head shot, make sure you send some quality, things in when you want to audition for a part.
Yeah.
So now I bet you were so excited when you got that first big, like DTE is considered big.
Anything that I book is considered big, but especially for a big utility company that everyone used, a well-known name, I was excited for that to have it on my resume. That they, because the DTE hires a media team, and that media team represents the whole entire DTE media wherever you see it.
Okay.
So for them to say yes, we will have her, it's just like, oh, cool. Like, you see me. I don't know who you are, but great. You represent me to, you pick me to represent this commercial for your company. So that was pretty dope. But even if you don't have quality headshots or anything, certain things you can do at home. You don't have to pay hundreds of dollars to have your first headshot. Look up what a headshot's supposed to look like. Take your phone, get a plain background, have someone take a picture of a clean face, and just start somewhere. Start there. My first headshot was me in a yellow shirt in front of some bushes because I wanted some texture in the background. And my husband, took it for me. So that got me booked in a lot of films. But then as you evolve, you get better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You start investing.
You start investing the money that you get into
Right.
your craft. And just don't spend it frivolously. You invest it back into as a business. You're a business now. So that money you get, you invest. The money I get, I invested in Erica, the actor. I'll get more headshots. I'll invest it in different quality things. If I have to do wardrobe or anything, I invested in that. So yeah, that when I got to bring it back, DTE, yes, I was very, very excited to do that.
So now from DTE, there was another commercial. I just happened to be, watching the commercial, and it was it was something about like don't do drugs or don't drink or something.
I forgot about
how did
that
you
one.
land that one?
That was also through Wink. A lot of my commercials have been through Wink.
Okay.
A lot of them. Actually, that was not through Wink. That was through Raina. She's also a representative. She's a beautiful actress. She's under our manager, John Thomas. I have a manager, and she's one of his talents. She was, I think, looking for people. She also does like recruiting. She was looking for somebody to be a part of this, and that was, who was that? I can't forget the names, but yes, that was about a don't leave your drinks unattended for young children.
Yeah, there was a message behind.
Yeah,
that.
I still haven't seen that one. So
that one was really good too.
Yeah.
I love the message that it had, especially for that crowd that's out, whether you're a college student or you're, over 50, hanging out with your mature friends, that message.
Be careful.
That was really, really
And that was
good.
actually someone who works at the news station. I forget her name, but yeah, that was her and her company too. That was fun. So I've done that. I did a Cure Auto commercial with St. Brown.
I saw that.
My little lab. I did that. That was fun. Those commercials I've done. I've done a Cure Auto commercial. They're like Cure Insurance. That in Car Bravo. I'm sorry, it's a Car Bravo commercial there. Some kind of car agency. But yeah, do a lot of keep busy. Do a lot of different things, little gigs here and there.
So you think people would benefit getting with an agency immediately?
I think that some agencies want to see your work first. So I represent you. I mean, I recommend you look out there for independent, like film independent jobs first. A lot of people post their job postings like on Facebook groups that are secure and safe. But if you can get the work beforehand, to have like some kind of resume saying I was background extra this, so they know that you do have set etiquette and everything, I recommend you do that before you go shop around to an agent.
Oh, okay. And then in the movies, like you're in a lot of movies.
I am, yeah. I haven't seen them all, but I am in a lot of movies.
You're in a lot.
Yes, a lot of them I've done that were fun. A lot of them was, so I can get out there and just keep working. A lot of Detroit independent filmmakers. There's so many of y'all. So many of y'all are just hustle. Like, I love the hustle, but I still pick and choose which ones I want to do and which stories I want to tell. But yeah, a lot of them are streaming. Some are in post productions. I've done thrillers, horrors, love stories. Horror thrillers are my favorite.
Really?
Yeah, I like because you get to pretend it's not a real life story, like aliens attacking you. You're like, you really. It's more fun for me to be free than to just play a mom like on TV.
Okay. Right, because you're
a mom. I mean, it's relatable, but it's just like I want to play. I want to pretend.
Well, so. I want to tell the audience that the last movie that I saw you in was a Mirror of Deception.
Oh, yeah.
That's Tamashian,
yes,
right?
That's Tamashian movie.
So I tell you, first of all, the movie was great, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when your character came in, I was like literally on the edge of my seat.
Really?
Yeah. No. And then the way it ended, I said, I know he got to do a part 2.
I hope he does. Maybe he does. He didn't say anything, but maybe he got something cooking.
So now, just doing detective work, is that something that you like?
That was fun because I like watching Law and Order SVU. That was like one of my favorite things to watch. So I like doing detective work. I like trying to catch people in the lie, trying to catch them doing the wrong things. So that's fun. I don't do that a lot, but that role was fun to do because it was aside from my mainly cast roles. So yeah.
So the next, I can't even say the next big thing because you have so many things.
Yeah.
Like
thank God.
Yeah, so many things, and that's good. Like to be a person that's sought after, a person that's a go-getter.
Yeah.
So at some point, like you are always in a role.
Regardless, yes, I am. And then sometimes when I'm sitting still, I'm just like, I'm not doing anything, and it always comes. So, and it's always in God's time. Like He'll just drop something, and I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
Really? Okay. Yeah. So I got booked for something in June with Darren Brown, and then.
So when she says something, y'all, it's like, dang. So do we can we ask?
We
gotta wait.
I gotta wait. There is a movie. I signed an NDA, but there is a film coming out that we're working on in the summertime. That's 2-part sequel. And then me and Tamashian, we're gonna work on something too. He did post it. I didn't sign anything, so I think it's Confession Booth. We're gonna do that. That seems interesting too. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now let's talk a little bit about TV. TV, like big time TV, big network TV. So what's coming up?
Oh man. Chicago PD's coming up.
Chicago PD, and y'all know we love our detective shows. How did you get that?
God, I mean, everything I got was thank glory to God, because I was sitting there and I auditioned, and my husband was my director, and he's good in that, like helping me land auditions. Like when I say he's in the background, like, no, you should do it like this. I don't really feel, that you try this way, and I recommend him because he's a he's a viewer, so I pay attention to what he's saying. So I sent the audition, and didn't hear anything.
Okay.
And so I said, I didn't hear anything, so I'm like, okay, whatever. And then my spirit, usually when I send an audition, I'll just say, okay, whatever, forget it. If I don't hear anything, that means you didn't get it. But this was on my heart. Like it was like, no, on your knees and pray. I was like, okay, I'll get on my knees and pray. Still didn't hear anything. And I remember just after Bible study, I just went in the closet and closed the door, and I was like, God, please, like, I don't know what I'm asking. I don't know what this is, but I think this would be good. And if it's your will, just allow me to have the credit. Allow me to just get through the door. And I was actually talking to my husband, and I was upset about something. I was crying, and I got a message through my phone right when I was like had my head down, and it was just like, you've been booked. And I was like, and I instantly, the tears just dried up. And I was like, he was like, what happened? Like, I looked real crazy. I was like, I got booked. And that's like crying about that. And I was like, what? And like, glory, oh my God. So that was amazing, because they were like, we need you here in Chicago on this day. Like, I just had like 2 days, and I work in the ER, so I'm always guilty about, I don't call off there a lot because I'm like, it's hard to staff. But luckily it didn't fall on the day I worked there. So I worked my midnight shift, got off work, and then left right after. And I was just going to just drive there. My husband was like, no, you're not driving there yourself. We're going with you. I came home and the boys were packed. Like, we're going on a road trip, Mommy.
Look at the benefits of homeschool.
Homeschool. You can pick up and go. So we got hit the road and we went. And the experience was amazing, just being on set with all the films that use that set, like Barbershop, Force, all these great names, great artists have been there. So it was just the opening gate was just like, and you belong here.
And you belong here.
And I'm like,
They ain't playing.
This was it. So yes, that episode should be coming out this month. I thought it was going to air tomorrow, but if it doesn't air this week, it should be airing next week.
And that comes on Wednesday.
On Wednesdays.
The new shows.
Yep, the new shows. On Wednesdays, NBC, where all the Chicago stuff comes on.
How amazing is that, Erica? Like that
I'm so excited.
I bet you
I'm so excited.
I can't wait because that is one of my favorite shows, my husband's favorite show. So now the family's going to be watching.
You see me in a quick scene. I'm just so excited to even have that. And then being a part of the Screen Actors Guild community. They just had their award show. Michael B. Jordan won all of his awards on, the weekend. Sinners won everything. So just I wanted that card to be in that elite group, just to say, like, I'm in it. I'm just as equal as you guys. And to be in that circle, it really means a lot to me. So that's inspiration. So I'm just the beginning, but I'm very grateful for the blessings that God had.
I think about how you started as a little girl.
I know.
A little girl in Detroit.
Just playing in the backyard.
Playing in the backyard. Using your voice.
Using my voice.
Acting. And now you're a grown woman acting.
Yeah.
Using your voice.
Using my voice. Yeah, glory be to God. That is amazing. Thank you, Lord.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
That's really good. So now, how do you give back? Are there things that you do, with that talent?
Yeah. So a lot of things that I do are sometimes if people like, oh, I have a something I want you to do, I'll do it for free. If it's their first film, yes, you have a vision, I had a vision, let's make it work. Like, sometimes I don't get paid for it. Sometimes I no, it's nothing, like, let's just do it. Like, if you want this, let's go ahead and do that. I give back a lot by just sometimes taking people like under my wing. They come to me like, how do I get started? I'll just refer them. Like, it's no gatekeeping here. You don't get blessed so that way. I'm not going to not share who my resources are. Like, Wink Agent's amazing. Like, how'd you get that? Wink, go. I'll even send me your resume. I'm going to send it to them and I'll add you to an email because you have a dream, I have a dream. You don't get blessed and stop people blessings by being stingy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you see an audition, like, I don't want you to go, you're going to be competition. Yeah, you might, but if it's yours, it's yours. So you don't really have to worry about that. So just really making sure that I be an open door and share any information that I have to help that person who does have a dream to do what I do, I'm blessed to do, to help them as well as best as I can.
And that's so needed in today. A lot of people still do not like to share information because they have that fear, on the inside, or they're just selfish.
Yeah.
Selfish people don't get too far.
No, it's not even our resources. It's all God's resources. So it's like, who are you?
Yeah.
Who are you to judge? Like, just give them this information. Yeah, no.
And I love the fact that your children get to experience all of this.
Everybody signed on. Yeah.
Come on.
Isaiah did a Hanes commercial.
He did?
Yes, I have to show you. Isaiah did his first national commercial, which is Hanes.
Oh, okay.
And
Aiden
was in the background too. And he was so funny. He did his little face. I was like, oh, you killed it. And he's actually in his first leading role play. So I'm assistant directing a play with Sean Van Productions called Midlife Crisis. It's on April 4th. Tickets will be on sale soon. And he is playing one of the sons that are in the play. So I have to give you that information as well.
Okay.
But yeah, we've been working hard on that. He's been working hard on that rehearsals. Aww. So he's getting to stage, and I'm glad he's doing that because he's using his voice too, and he loves it.
Oh, that's amazing. So now how can people find this again?
We're gonna share things. If things are still kind of tying up, but I will be posting it on my social media. Eventbrite tickets will be sold, and it's coming within the next week or so.
Okay, so it's coming up really soon.
Really soon.
Really soon. And then David got some acting too, didn't he?
He did, and he say it's hard. We trying to do stuff. He be doing 50,000 takes on things. I was like, come on, just do it. He's like, it's harder than I thought. I was like, no, I'll keep that same energy. You was telling me to do it, and he'll tell you it's hard. So we did our first role together. It was what was that movie called? Well, Lies Within. We did that. And then we did A Record in Time with Sean Van Productions. That's out. That's streaming. That is my first lead TV series, independent film TV series.
Okay.
It's about it's a time traveling movie. It's about a record that unlocks suppressed memories when you put the needle on the record. So the record has a certain name. It time travels. And if it wants you to go back and try to fix something or try to stop something, it'll have your name on it. So he's in that. David was in that because it was a husband role. And I played Trish in the TV series, and Trish was married. So, of course, David was like, you married? Okay, I'm on audition. And I was like, no, you're not. And he was like, I'm on audition. And he auditioned, and they was like, yeah, you got chemistry. He can get it. I was like, y'all serious? I was like, he was just playing. It was like, no, he is. And he did great. And then Isaiah's in it, too, as well. He's in a TV series, A Record in Time.
So where can we see this movie at?
It's streaming on Tubi now, so you can watch it there. Please watch it. It's a good series.
What's the name of it?
A Record in Time.
A Record in Time, y'all. Let's get on Tubi and see what this family is doing.
I think they might have dropped the A off, so it might just be Record in Time. So please watch that. It's streaming everywhere. Contract Killer 2 as well.
Oh, that's amazing. That is amazing. I want to tell you that I learned so much here today about you, but can you just spend just a little bit of time of telling someone that has a dream about being an actress or, being a person that has a dream? Spend a little time telling someone, what it takes to really get where they want to be.
So, so if you have a dream of anything, whether it be acting, nursing, motherhood, anything, any dream that you have is not going to happen if you don't move. You have to move, whether it is, if you don't feel like it, whether you get a lot of no's in the door, like a lot of closed doors, a lot of no's, those no's are leading to your yes. I've gotten a lot of no's, a lot of not now, a lot of you will never be this. You are shaped to be always cast as this person, as the sexy woman, as this and that. Don't listen to them. Make your own path. Pray for guidance. If you have a vision, pray for guidance. Write that vision down. Listen and be obedient and move. Do not sit still. It won't happen that way. So that is my key takeaway. Have the vision, do the vision, get the vision. It's not going to happen if you sit still. Be obedient.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And to be a person who has literally you've worked your plan, from a child to now.
I know.
And then being a woman of faith.
Yeah.
Never giving up. Being supportive, having support, trying new things, going wherever you gotta go to make it happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
And things are happening for you.
Glory be to God. Amen.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Love it.
So I'm gonna ask really quickly, what's up next?
Up next is The Play. The Play, A Midlife Crisis, is coming soon, April 4th. Tickets will be on sale very soon. Chicago PD will be airing this month of my episode 13 is called Meant to Be. So whenever you see Meant to Be, I should be meant to be on that one. I have a film coming up. We're going to start filming with Tamashian Jones, Confession Booth. And I have another film coming up in the summer with Darren Brown, Roots, which is a story of Angel, I Survived Thomas. So that's the one I'm excited about. I'm going to just say it. She's going to say it. They've been posting it. I'm going to tell you what it's about, but they've been posting that. And what's coming up is to keep climbing and maintaining. Keep climbing, maintain. Climb and maintain. Never digress. Always climb, maintain, and go higher.
Come on with it. That's a great way to end the show. Thank y'all for hanging out with my good girl right here. She a good girl, y'all. She's a good girl. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please come back next week. Y'all already know I have an extra special guest next week. I am Kimberly Clemens signing off from Chats and Chuckles. Thank you so much for my sponsor today. My sponsor is Pastor Overman. I love you. I thank you so much. I look forward to you all joining us again next week. Have a great week. Ooh.